and what is up? Yeah.
I love that song, man.
Welcome to the show, man. Live from the DMV once again on this Saturday, man. Saturday. Appreciate you all tuning in. Yeah. I don't know what I was about to say. I lost my train of thought. As usual. Ron's always losing his train of thought, man. But yeah, man. Trent, man, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Man, I can't call it, man.
It's been a crazy couple days.
Why you say that, dog?
We're going to talk about it. You know, everybody, that Rose Garden massacre, they call it on Twitter. My goodness.
Miss Chris, what's up?
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
You asking me or you asking everybody out there in Facebook land?
Everybody out there in Facebook land.
So, hey, y'all, Miss Chris said, what's up, everybody out there in Facebook land? So you make sure y'all say what's up back in the comment section. Make sure y'all comment and tell everybody hello and everything like that. Talk about the topics, man. Hey, Rob is out today. Rob's got some things that he's got to take care of, but he will be back next week. So shout out to our boy Rob, man. Can't be here. We know you out there handling your business.
Rob.
Handling your business. Look, y'all, got to give a big shout out to Arc Outlets. Go to arcoutlets.com. If you have your own personal business or if you have a shopping clothing line or whatever, go to arcoutlets.com. Put your business out there as well. Big shout out to Rock Bottom LLC, man. Does it big with the music and the sound effects that we got here. Appreciate you, player. Also, man, I want to give a big shout out to Adrian Amos, Green Bay Packers safety. He launched his official line, clothing line, officialadrianamos.com. Make sure y'all go there and get some great clothing out there. As a matter of fact, he'll be on the show next week. Him and the designer for his clothing line.
Nice. That's what's up.
So that's gonna be live. That's gonna be live. But yeah, man. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. But first of all, man, what y'all got in the cup today?
Pink lemonade.
I got my usual margarita.
Margarita mix.
Yeah, but this is pineapple.
Pineapple margarita.
Pineapple.
What you got in the cup?
Doc? Rum.
No, that's what's up.
Rum. You know how I do, dog. Mm-hmm. You know how I do. Look, man. NBA Finals began. That's all they did. They began because
it ended.
Yeah.
About as fast as it began, it ended.
I was just telling Ron when we were talking. I was like, man, it's not even fun to watch because the Lakers are just destroying these cats, man. I at least want some type of a matchup, man. You know,
not gonna happen. You got AD.
I know it's not. It's
AD.
not.
AD is a beast.
Yeah.
Coming through. You got LeBron coming through.
It's just embarrassing right now, man.
Yeah.
She said,
yeah.
You been watching, Crystal?
You know, I'm not really big on NBA. I've been watching the NFL.
Oh,
mostly.
yeah. Cam Newton today.
Yeah.
Cam Newton. I heard about Cam Newton, man.
That's positive.
But you know what, man? They had a lot of false positives.
Yeah.
In the NFL lately, so I don't know. Maybe they should do another test tomorrow and see if it's actually true.
Yeah. I mean, I think if anybody tests positive, they should retest them in a couple of days because of all the false positives. But people are already taking him out of their fantasy leagues, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those false positives, I mean, it's real, man. Like I got a homeboy, me and Ron know him, whatever, but he 2 false positives, and still his doctor was like, thinks he still has it anyway or whatever. Even though he tested, it was a false positive. I'm sorry, he got 2 negative, and they still think he got it.
Really?
Yeah, because getting like pneumonia and stuff like that, and he's got like chest pain and stuff like that. They're like
anxiety.
We don't know what they're like. We don't know what else it is unless except COVID.
The thing is, anxiety is on the rise right now because a lot of people think.
Oh man, it's been on the rise for a minute.
But it's even worse now. But y'all know we do this segment, man. We got this around the horn with Miss Chris, man. Miss Chris, what you got?
Okay, so Doc Rivers agrees to a 5-year deal to be the head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. He spent the last 7 seasons coaching the Los Angeles Clippers, but after a blowing 3-1 lead to the Denver Nuggets in the second round, he and the team mutually agreed to part ways. Although Rivers is coming off a series where he was outcoached by Mike Malone of the Nuggets, no other coach has a better playoff track record than him.
He got outcoached. Yeah, he just lost that series. Just lost that. You was up 3-1, player. You was up 3-1, dog.
Man.
You was up 3-1.
I don't know. You know, like a bunch of people, they kind of want to blame that the chemistry has been off all year and stuff like that. And they want to blame the bubble.
Blame Paul.
Yeah.
Paul George.
I don't know, man.
Paul George, dog.
I mean, yeah,
Paul George. Come on, man. Paul. You know what? Kawhi Leonard and Paul George had something to do with this firing. I guarantee.
You think so?
Heck yeah, I guarantee they went up there. They went up there to the GM and said, "Look, we can't do this. We can't do this no more." And they ought to be ashamed of themselves
It's
because
their
Paul
first
George.
year under him, though.
It don't matter, man. Paul George didn't bring it the whole playoffs. He was sucking. He was like Russell Westbrook in the playoffs.
Oh,
Russell Westbrook was terrible. That series against the Lakers, he was terrible.
so he's playing like Jimmy Butler is playing against the Lakers right now.
It's something about them, man. It's something about them.
Yeah.
Something about them.
All right, so 6 days ago, the New York Times released a bombshell article alleging they had obtained Trump's tax information extending over 2 decades, and that the president had paid just $750 the year he won the presidency, and he paid another measly $750 during his first year in the White House.
Measly.
Measly. She said measly.
I'm just saying, the article claimed that Trump paid no taxes at all in 10 of the previous 15 years, largely because he reported losing more money than he had made. These tax records also showed that Trump is also coming up on owing hundreds of millions of dollars of debt that he personally guaranteed, and that he is in a decade-long audit battle with the IRS over a $72.9 million tax refund that he claimed after declaring huge losses. If there is an adverse ruling on that refund, Trump could owe more than $100 million to the IRS.
Here's my thing, right? Because we've had this conversation, and people always want to say, and now it's currently his supporters are like, well, he was able to, trick the system or whatever, take advantage of the system, and he's that's just a smart business plan, blah blah blah. All right, if the way our tax system works, if it allows him to do that, all right, fine. My issue is if you hundreds of millions of dollars in debt, you're a security risk.
Yeah.
If I'm $7,000, $8,000 in debt, they could, or $10,000, they can come after my security clearance.
How did he even get a clearance is what I want to know. And not only did he owe U.S. Creditors, he owed foreign creditors as well. So that brings into question of his whole security clearance.
Well, we all know that all of us, if you have a security clearance, you know that shit will be stripped away right quick, fast, and hurry. That's the whole thing. The whole thing with the whole Hillary Clinton thing too.
Yeah.
Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, they were saying that she didn't deserve to have a clearance.
Didn't they strip Jared Kushner of his security clearance at one point, or were trying to, because he was having because he got so many problems, whatever, regarding his businesses and his dad's business and all this other stuff, whatever.
Yeah, I think they were trying to.
Yeah. They were. I don't know if they were successful, but you see, he's still up there. So
it just shows you it's great to be white.
Yep.
Rich and white. Let me say that. Rich and white, because I know
white.
some poor whites. They'll get it too.
True that. Yes. So Texas Governor Greg Abbott who's a Republican, by the way, signed an order Thursday which will limit the number of ballot drop boxes to just one per county. This comes as many voters were planning to vote by mail or use the ballot drop boxes due to the pandemic. CNN reports that this greatly affects Harris County, the most populous county in Texas, as it had to reduce its 12 drop-off locations to just one starting on Friday. Travis County, which includes the traditionally Democratic-leaning city of Austin, has to reduce its 4 drop-off locations as well. A statement released by the governor's office said that this move was to increase ballot security. Since then, voting rights advocates have filed suit against the Texas governor, contending that his new order limiting mail ballot drop-off locations to one per county burdens voters, and undermines the
think-
public's confidence in the election
You
itself.
think it's a real burden though? You think it's a real burden?
Yeah,
Like,
I
like
think-
for real, y'all think it's a real burden?
You talking
Yes.
about going from 11 to 1?
Yeah,
I
hell
mean, y'all
yeah.
really think it is?
Yeah,
we talked about
How-
this
how-
on this
how-
show
how?
because
you also have a good majority of older people, apparently, I'm not sure which county it was, whatever, who count on those 11 mailbox, whatever, to be able to drop this stuff off. And so if you're asking, 70, 80-year-old people to go miles,
yeah,
in order for them to drop their mail-in ballot, that, they might be like, hey, I'm not going to do that because they might not have the transportation to be able to do that.
People that don't have transportation, and if
How
you
is
look,
it? How is it our problem to figure that?
Oh
out?
Lord,
How is it our problem? That's their problem. If they ain't got transportation, they need to find a way to get there. Think about for real. Think about it. No, for real. Think about it. In the '60s, when a lot of the voting rights stuff was going on, people was talking about they was being discriminated against with the voting rights and stuff like that. They found a way to get there. They found a way to vote. So why can't you do it now?
You know how they did that?
How they do it, Trent?
Because, and this is just one reason or whatever, is that they actually were busing people to to polling places and stuff like that. Well, people aren't they're not even caring about their own grandparents to even pick them up and take them to a mail-in box, let alone a coordinated effort for people to put together busing to pick people up and take them to just a mailbox. You should be able to have access to a mailbox within,
Yeah.
within,
and this goes back to the whole systematic racism discussion. I mean, you take people that don't have the means, that have transportation to get certain places, and then you strip away their ability to vote.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to be affected?
I say forget all that. Forget all that. If you want to vote, you can find a way to get there. It's Ubers, cabs, Lyfts.
People that
all
live
stuff,
in
man.
in cities
find a
are
way to get there.
people that live in cities are majority minority people. So you could see who this impacts the most.
They let me tell you something. They find a way to stand in line for them Jordans.
We talking about old people, bro.
Bro,
Older
it don't
people.
matter,
Older people
man.
ain't standing in
Older
line for
people-
them Jordans.
Bro, older people, hey, they find a way to get to that liquor store to play them lottery tickets.
What older
Oh
people
my
you?
God.
What older people are you?
He's talking about minority.
I'm just saying.
Who are you
I'm
talking
just
about?
saying, bro. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't got no sympathy. If you can't get out there to vote, man, it's on you, man.
Don't be like that.
Okay, Rob.
We know you.
I mean, Rob.
I'm just saying that's on them, man. That's on them, bro.
Okay.
That's on them.
All right.
No, it is not. We should allow everybody to have an equal say in the election.
What was his reason again for doing that? Did he have a reason?
What?
He said it was to increase ballot security so that there wouldn't be no fraudulent voting.
Yeah, so a bunch of people can go out there and watch.
And
people,
yeah,
just
exactly.
like Trump
And
told them
who-
to do at the debate.
And who's watching these people? The Proud Boys? That's who's watching these ballot boxes.
Yep.
Y'all don't like the Proud Boys, man.
We get on that. We definitely get on
Proud
that.
Boys. Man, I saw them get beat down in front of that video in front of the Manhattan Republican Club that one time. Y'all see that? Got beat down.
So Amazon said Thursday that 19,816 of its frontline U.S. employees at Amazon and Whole Foods have tested positive or been presumed positive for the coronavirus, shedding light for the first time on how its workforce has been impacted. Amazon had repeatedly resisted sharing comprehensive data with the public and with its own workers about the total number of confirmed coronavirus cases at its warehouses, which have become crucial hubs for household supplies during the pandemic. Amazon said that it compared its case rates to the general population during the same period using reporting from Johns Hopkins University, and it claimed that the number of its employees that tested or were presumed to be positive was 42% lower than expected based by that comparison.
Don't order anything from Amazon. For real. Spray them packages down. I got an Amazon package sitting upstairs right now. It's just sitting there.
I mean, I
It's been sitting there for like last couple
get
weeks.
a lot of stuff from Amazon.
Just spray that shit down.
I do have that. I have that UV light wand that's supposed to kill the viruses. That
Oh,
I
for real?
ain't never heard nothing like that.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Chris,
fancy,
where you get
Chris.
that, Chris? Where you get that from?
That's fancy.
You got it from Amazon?
You got it from
No, I did not. I probably got it from China, to be honest with
Well,
you.
that's
It
even
was-
Oh, you got it from China or China, whatever. How do you say? Ain't that what he call it?
China?
China.
I saw it on a commercial, and I was like, "Oh man, I need to get one of these."
You saw it on an Amazon commercial.
No, it was an Amazon.
Yeah, it was Wayfair. Didn't Wayfair have some problems too with the that conspiracy? There was
Oh,
a
yeah,
problem with
yeah,
that
yeah,
conspiracy.
yeah. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Did y'all watch that show, The Social Dilemma? It talks about some of this.
Yeah, we had to watch that and talk about this.
Social dilemma. Yeah,
really
I've heard of
good.
it. I don't think I haven't watched it.
It's really good.
All right, man. Appreciate their typical round the horn with Crystal. Look, we'll be right back after these quick commercial break.
Okay.
Are you still searching for clothes in your closet? Looking for that summer outfit, maybe that fall outfit? Well, hit up my man at Shades of Faces. Shades of Faces has some of the tightest urban swag out there. You can hit him up on Instagram or Facebook, Shades of Faces, and tell my man that Comfortable Being Uncomfortable sent you. Yo, what's up, man? It's Doc Ronnie Mac, yo. I just had to stop by to drop this nugget on you all. If you're looking for some comfortable activewear that you can wear to the gym, around the house when you're cleaning up, or when you're in the street running errands, you need to shop at Recovery Athletics. All you have to do is go to www.recoveryathletics.com to get both women's and men's fashionable and functional apparel. Even sweeter, yo, it will not break the bank. You know why? Because we're running a 35% off promotion. All you have to do is use code RA35 at checkout and you will get 35% off your entire order. Now come on, top brands can't even top that, yo. All right, yeah, make sure you go to recoveryathletics.com. Use our promo code RA35, get 35% off. Big shout out to you all in Scottsdale, Arizona. Thank you for sponsoring us. But look, man, we got to jump into this little segment. The segment for the week, man. We got to talk about this debate. I don't even know if you want to call it that because it was a shit show. It was an actual shit show. You had two people acting like 5-year-olds. And you had
well,
you
one
had,
was 5, one was 10.
Yeah, one was 5, maybe one was 10, and the
was
moderator
a little
was
bit more mature.
The moderator was the daycare provider.
They're losing
Who
control.
lost control.
Yeah.
He lost all kind of control out of that. He was trying though. He was trying, but
Poor
he
Chris
lost
Wallace.
it.
Yeah.
So what y'all think about this, man? Like,
Well, my thought is that, yeah, they need to do something about the format of this debate because he gets on there and he thinks that because he can shout louder and interrupt, the other, and I'm talking about Trump, he can shout louder than Biden and interrupt him and not let him speak, that he won the debate.
so speaking of, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all think something was really wrong with, like, he came out tested positive for COVID. Do y'all think he was just, he was having some health issues during the time, and he was like,
No.
I just want to hear him get off the stage?
No. He was reveling in that, man. That dude was.
I'm just trying to find a way.
Yeah,
He was having a good time. He was beaming. That tan was extra bright, man.
Yeah.
And
Come on, man. That's what he do.
He assumed that he won, and
Y'all don't think he won?
hell
He
no.
had some. If you look back at the transcripts, he actually said some positive things.
Word.
Yes.
Word.
Yes, he
What'd
did.
he say?
He was talking about his plans for the economic regrowth,
Okay.
and talking about how many jobs he created. He was actually spitting some real facts.
Okay. How many jobs he say? He
I don't
created?
know, man.
And then
I
how
didn't
many
look at
jobs
it.
did he lose after that?
Well, see, he ain't bring that up.
Of course he didn't.
Yeah. Well, anybody knows that when you create economic policy, that it takes months and years for it to take effect. So he can say how great he wants. You know, he created this great economy. He can say that all he wants, but in reality, Obama created this great economy.
Didn't Biden say that in the debate?
And
Didn't Biden bring that up?
Biden did say that.
Didn't he bring that up in the debate?
But you still got to keep it going.
Huh?
You still got to keep it going. You don't think Trump kept it going?
Kept what going?
The economy.
No.
Until COVID.
Let me tell you something. What happened? Let me tell you
I'm
something. What
listening
happened?
to you, Blake. I'm listening.
When Donald Trump actually got tested, truly tested, you know, because everybody's going to talk about, you know, you're probably going to have a couple people on Facebook talking about, well, his trade policies with China and blah, 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 that help. Oh, nah. He was on a, you know, the economy was on an upward trajectory when he took office. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when the true test came, a pandemic, a true test came, you see what happened.
Yeah.
He failed in every, and you know what? And it was his own fault that he failed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, the poll numbers tend to side with both of y'all. The poll numbers say that
I don't trust them poll numbers.
Well, you know what? Hey, you know, there's some truth to the poll. There's some truth.
They're more accurate than 2016 polls. I'll tell you that.
There's some truth to the polls, but the polls right now say that after the post debate, Biden has a 5-point lead in Florida, and I think it's a 15-point lead in Pennsylvania.
I mean, to me, Biden during the debate looked presidential. I mean, yeah, he called him a clown.
What's the term presidential? What is
he stood there and he basically let this man scream and yell at him, talk about his kids, one which ain't even living, you know, talk about
but
his,
hold on, to be fair, I'm gonna pull a Trump on you. To be fair, Biden brought up his dead son first.
What?
Biden brought up his dead son. He brought up Bo.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He didn't bring him up first.
Yes, he did.
No, Trump.
Yes, he did.
No, Trump.
Yes, he did.
No, Trump attacked Hunter Biden first, and then that's when Biden evoked the whole. Brought his other son up or whatever, and said he served blah blah blah. Biden didn't bring up Bo first.
Yeah, yes, he did.
Show me the transcripts.
Biden,
I could be wrong.
Yeah, you are wrong.
I'm wrong sometimes, but show me the transcripts because last time I checked,
I don't remember.
The first person that brought up his son was Trump.
No,
the first time he brought up Hunter was Trump.
Trump brought up Hunter.
Yeah, he brought him up when he said about the he was getting all this money for China or whatever.
He brought up that
I could be wrong.
He brought up Hunter.
Let me see it.
He brought up Hunter.
Let me see the transcripts. I could be wrong.
And during the time it brought up Hunter,
either way it was wrong.
Joe was talking about Bo.
Either way it was wrong.
And that's when he went off and started talking.
Either way it's wrong to attack either one of his sons.
Yeah,
because Biden ain't bring up family. See, politics is always you leave family out of it. But see, here's the thing: the person that ended that whole rule was Trump when he talked about Ted Cruz's wife being ugly, when he talked about his dad being responsible for the JFK assassination, whatever, being what I'm saying. The person that broke that whole rule of family was Trump. That's what he does. That's his bread and butter. That's why I probably automatically was like, well, he brought him up first because that's what Trump does. What I'm saying?
I think y'all being a little biased.
Nah,
for sure.
I think y'all being a little biased.
I'm 100% biased. I want Trump out of office. I'm 100% biased.
I'm biased too. I can't say I'm not biased, but I think that all of America, even the Republicans, saw his performance on that debate stage.
This ain't no partisan show. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel. He need to be out of office, and Pence too, because Pence is worse.
I don't know if Pence would act worse, but I know his policy.
He ain't gonna act worse, but his policy is worse.
It will be worse.
He gonna have you wearing that handmade dress.
Amy, what's her name? Will too, because apparently she a handmaid, right? She was.
Well, one of her advisors is called a handmaid. The People of Praise organization. I read that where they were like they have to have an advisor called call it a handmaid.
Wow.
I was like, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. Did y'all see? What was I gonna say? Did y'all hear about those tapes? Speaking of handmade, about the Christmas decorations about Melania.
I think that's being blown out of context.
Oh, wait. I didn't hear much about the Melania tapes. There was so much going on.
It was about the kids. They're being taken away from their parents.
The detention centers. The market. Yeah.
She said, "Who gives a?"
I think it's being blown out of context.
Well,
She was upset that they weren't getting the immediate attention that she felt that her husband deserved. And the question that the lady asked her was, so what are you gonna do about this? And she's like, who gives a fuck, right? And I don't think
she ain't no Michelle. She ain't no Michelle.
No, she ain't. Well, I mean, we
I'm
just
just
don't
gonna
have
say
tapes
that.
about.
She ain't no Laura Bush either.
But we don't got tapes about what Michelle used. Michelle probably cussed
She
Rock
ain't
out.
no Hillary Clinton either. I went there.
Yeah.
I done went there.
You went there.
I think she might be because Hillary kind of just let Bill do what he wanted to do.
Let me tell you something.
If she's been with Trump for all these years,
Bill was
Trump
only successful because Hillary Clinton was running things behind the scenes. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
she was
Hillary
covering up
has
a
a
lot more sexual assault allegations. She covered a lot more up. Don't get it twisted.
What you think Melania doing?
Huh? She don't care.
Yeah, she don't care. She probably covering it up too.
She ain't covering up. She don't care. She let him do whatever he want to do. She don't care. As long as he don't touch her, she don't care. She probably prefers that. Don't touch me. You see when you be trying to hold her hand and she slapped that joint away? She don't want him touching her.
I can't pretend to know what goes on behind.
I am. I'm a pretend.
But anyway, back to these debate performances, man. Poor child.
The worst atrocity is when he told that the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by. Like, what was that?
I'll tell you what it was.
Go ahead. Go.
That's exactly how everybody looked when he said it. Like, even Biden was like, excuse me? With his dumb look on his face.
Did you say that?
I don't see how it was so difficult for him to just say, look, I condemn white supremacy right here and now.
That's part of his base.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Why. That's why.
And not only that, I think it goes deeper than that. All of them, like, I was looking up Proud Boys because honestly, I didn't know who they were. I thought it was just a name he was giving, like, white supremacists, like Proud Boys, but I didn't know they were an actual organization. And when I looked them up, I found all these pictures of Roger Stone posing with them, holding up the freaking white power hand signal. That dude. And I don't see how people are justifying and saying, "Oh, well, they're not a white supremacist organization. They're not a racist organization." I guess now because they have a Latino.
Yeah, they got a Latino leader, and they also got a black dude that's part of the organization.
Yeah, so we're not.
Okay, fine. You're not white supremacists, but you're agitators. You're anarchists.
So they met their quota.
Yeah, exactly.
They met their quota.
Exactly.
They got their 1 and 1.
I mean,
I seen Latinos be just as racist, if not
for sure,
more towards the black communities.
Yeah.
So I don't get how they can excuse that. And not only that, they're not just racist against, the black community. I've seen videos where they're misogynist, where they're anti-Semitic, the whole nine.
They're incels. Have y'all heard that term, incels?
What?
Have you ever heard that term? No, seriously. It's literally a term. And I really want you to research this, but it's called if
you're on Facebook Live, go ahead and check it out.
Yeah, there are actual grown men who call themselves incels, and that is involuntary celibate, meaning they can't get no girl, they can't get none, right? and so they use that energy. You know what I'm saying? To hate on everybody else.
They hate on women
because
they think that it's because of women. Yep. That's why
because of third wave feminism.
Yep.
But Crystal, you said never mind. What? You said you'll date them.
Hell no.
Come on, baby, over here with your involuntary celibate ass.
I wish one of them would try to step to me. They would get checked.
That's the thing. They won't. That's why they're involuntary celibate. They won't say nothing to you.
They don't want to meet this woman right here.
Well, we established that Crystal is hardcore.
Crystal don't want nothing to do with you in sales.
She's not playing.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
You could remain celibate. You ain't getting it over here.
So look, just real quick, Morgan Williams, a big fan of the show. She came back and pulled the receipts. Said Trump actually mentioned his kids first.
Ooh, Morgan,
No,
yeah.
Thank you, Morgan.
Let me tell you something. She's lying. Okay, she's wrong. All right, she's wrong. Morgan, I'm looking at the camera. You're wrong. Okay, that's not what he said. All right.
Oh man, that's
All
funny.
right?
But that just goes to show how low him and his base will go. And, with this whole them, now being positive for COVID-19, I don't wish illness or death on anybody, and I will never wish that upon the president or the FLOTUS or whoever. But I can't blame other people for going in on him and laughing about it because of all the shit that he's done that has been so
Because he dismissed the
classless.
208,000 people that have passed away. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And giving people instructions not to wear masks, not to be safe, not to protect themselves. So I cannot blame other people for acting the way they're acting.
Yeah.
Well, look, here's the thing, right? So, I posted this last week, or not last week, but yesterday. It's lessons learned. I think, maybe he takes it more serious now. Is it too late?
Yes.
Think it's too late for him to take it serious?
100%.
People tend to think that this is going to have an outcome on the election now.
It's not.
They think that this is a political ploy. And I'm gonna tell you something. If this is a political ploy by the Republicans, it is a shameless act of humanity, integrity, and decency.
Well, you know who he's blaming for infecting, I guess,
China.
No. He said the military or law enforcement.
Well,
You didn't hear that?
What did you also hear? Is a bunch of people from Secret Service talking about, man, he has been reckless the whole time, and he's putting us at risk. Y'all hear that? Secret Service don't even like you. Secret Service they supposed to be nonpartisan. They don't even like you because you putting their health at risk and you're putting your family at risk.
And then I heard that he didn't actually get tested for the debates. They just used the honor system.
Yeah.
Biden and
about
Jill
that,
didn't even know.
Yep.
About that,
And they didn't tell
apparently they showed up late on purpose.
Yeah.
The Trump showed up late on purpose so that way they
Trifling.
wouldn't have to go through the testing protocol.
Trifling.
So to me, that further lets me know that they believe he may have already been in close contact with somebody who had it.
I don't know.
Because they were not going to let him go on that stage if he would have tested and it came back 15 minutes later that he was positive.
They knew. I agree with you because I think, for one, they definitely knew before they went to New Jersey and did all those fundraisers. They knew that Hope Hicks was sick or had tested positive for COVID. They still let her roll.
That was on
on
Sunday.
Didn't she go on record and say that she didn't like the way they handled that whole thing too?
She ain't got, man.
Man, hold up. She the one that still went.
She ain't got no excuse.
Yeah, she still went.
She left the White House. She got out of it and still came back. So she ain't got no excuse.
I don't know.
I don't want to hear her nothing she got to say.
So look, with
She
all
fine,
this,
though.
well, throw your number out there. With all that being said,
Google Voice number.
he gave me his Google Voice number.
I know I didn't.
This dude gave me his Google.
That's my real number.
So look, a lot of people say, what's up with this Google Voice number that Trent's talking about? Let me tell you something. I met Trent how long ago? About 7 years ago,
Yeah.
7 years ago. I met Trent a while back, right? And I said, yo, man, look, man, let's go hang out at the bar. You know what I'm saying?
I gave
Do
my
this,
real
this, that.
number.
Hey, this dude gave me his Google Voice number.
I gave you my real number.
I was trying to holler at him or something.
I gave you my.
Maybe he thought that.
I gave him my real.
Ain't nothing to think about over here.
I gave him my real
He
number.
gave me his Google Voice number.
No,
Like,
I
yeah, man, hit me up. Every time I call him, you have reached the Google voicemail of.
Nah, he lied.
I'm like,
he
bruh,
lied.
what is this, man?
First of all, that's new on my phone, and I can't get it off. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I do have a Google Voice number, but that's a 202 number. My real number is a 217 number, which is Illinois.
Google Voice.
Well, you know what? It does help people from leaving voice messages.
Yeah, you just give it to
Catfish.
telemarketer.
Catfish.
Yeah, I don't want nobody knowing where I'm at, man.
Anyway, so is democracy in peril? Y'all made fun of me because the way
Say
I
that
said
one more
it.
time. Peril.
I say Peril, but it's Peril. Peril. Is democracy in peril?
I don't think so.
Oh, I mean, I think it's been in peril for a minute.
I mean, with the new stuff that's going on right now, with the president having COVID, national security is at risk apparently.
If you're asking because of Trump, I don't think it is.
Well, I mean, the whole treatment on this election process, the whole this whole debacle with the
we're at a precipice right
debate.
now. I think there can be, all it's going to take is one linchpin that can tear everything apart in this country as a democracy. Remember, it only took that one assassination of Franz Ferdinand to kickstart World War I. All it has to take is one linchpin, and it can be. And the thing is, I think we're at a point now where there's so many different, things that all you gotta do is just pull that little thin, thread or whatever, and everything will come apart. I think we got more than we used to, as a democracy, we've had one or two that you pull that, all right, fine, which is hard to do. We got like 20 of them now. Anything can happen.
Yeah, I think that with the emergence of social media and, it goes back to that documentary I was watching, how you have behind the scenes, you actually have these big tech companies that are pushing these agendas. I mean, and I don't know if it's agendas on their part, but like, so somebody who's a Republican will, on their social media news feed, like on Facebook or anything else, they will see completely different articles, completely different propaganda than what I see as, a Democrat.
It's targeted. And
it pushes the limit sometimes, especially with fake news and everything else. And it actually influences people's decision making. I mean, they actually did a whole experiment on people. If you watch, there's another documentary called The Great Hack.
Yep, Cambridge Analytica.
Yeah, Cambridge Analytica, where they actually targeted, smaller countries to see if they can influence the population for voting one way or the other. And they were successful.
Yep.
And then they went ahead and said, okay, well, then we're successful with doing it with these smaller countries. Let's go ahead and let's try it on
Brexit. Yeah,
with Brexit.
They did it with Brexit. Yeah, they tried it.
They tried it,
and they won,
and
they
worked.
were successful.
And so they did it in the United States.
All right. So the question, like I said, question is,
what's the question?
Do y'all think democracy is imperative?
Yes.
Based on that, yes. I mean, when you said
100%
earlier with Trump, I don't think it's because of Trump, but I think with the emergence of these people that have these agendas, these nefarious agendas where they want to, control people's behavior and their actions. Yeah, it is. It's like the Manchurian candidate almost, where they can influence people's
well, I mean,
perspective.
the corporations run everything. But here's the thing. But see, Trump didn't start this. Trump is just a symptom of the bigger underlying issues that affect our country. He's just a symptom. He just can't. He's
the catalyst, man.
No, man.
I don't agree with that statement because Trump's people were actually behind the whole Cambridge Analytica thing. His son and everybody else.
That's what I mean.
They met in Facebook. They actually met with Facebook.
It was the people around Trump that have been. But see, if you look at those people that have been around, those people have been around in politics for years. Roger Stone, he was rocking with Nixon. He got, you know what I'm saying. These the people around Trump that put Trump
Ain't
on.
He like 120.
Who, Roger Stone? He up there. He old. Yeah.
Is he? I thought he's just is he in his 70s?
He in his late 70s.
That motherfucker look like he in 120. But like a walking ghost.
But see, here's the thing. People around Trump, right? People that have been doing this for forever. They were kind of, so like if you look at Roy Cohn, right? Roy Cohn was one of he was one of Trump's lawyers, whatever. But if you look him up, I think he was partners with Joseph McCarthy during the communist hearings or whatever, the blacklisting or whatever. He was one of those guys. But if you look at Roy Cohn, he was one of Trump's mentors. People like that, they've been around for a long time. Yeah. All they did was it was they found somebody who could take their plans across the finish line, and that was Trump. Trump is just like the Tea Party. All the Trump supporters are just Tea Party 2.0. They've been around for a minute. It's this underlying racism and stuff that's popping up now. It's been around for a while. Trump just came and was like, all right, cool. Y'all go ahead and call me the N-word. Go ahead and call me the N-word. Y'all cool. It's good. You're okay. No one's going to fire you. You're fine.
Are they good on both sides?
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, exactly. He's like, cool. You good.
Yeah.
I think, people probably told him that was the only way he was going to win. And that's why he changed his whole political, because he wasn't a Republican before.
If Trump leaves, we'll
Trump
still be divided.
Yeah, Trump wasn't a Republican before he ran for office.
That's true. He gave mad money. He gave money to the Clintons.
Yeah.
If Trump left, we would still have our country would still be as divided as it is.
Yep. All right, y'all know what time it is.
What time is it?
Hey,
it's the Wow of the Week with Rob.
So y'all know that Rob's not here, but we still got to do the Wow of the Week. But we're gonna do it in his absence.
Yeah.
Trent's gonna lead that joint, baby. Trent, man, what you got?
Okay, so at a press conference, the Chicago mayor, the Honorable Miss Lori Lightfoot, decided that she was going to dress up for Halloween. It's not Halloween yet, but she figured it's October 1st, so let me go ahead and dress up. She dressed up as a anti-corona superhero, passing out masks and everything. Literally, she had a cape on and everything. Y'all gotta check. Okay. Now, okay, so here's my thing. The reason why Democrats are such easy targets for Republicans is this stupidity right here.
Honestly, I think she did it on purpose. I think knowing her and what she tweets out and things that she puts out, I think she wanted people to laugh at her. That's just how she is.
Yo, that remind me of Blank Man, the movie. Yo,
Yeah, man.
Y'all remember Blank Man?
Yeah, I remember Blank Man.
J5.
Corona destroyers.
J5. Mayor Lightfoot, don't ever do that shit again.
No, I think she did it on purpose. I really do.
She did it on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, I think she did it so people would laugh and make fun of her because that's part of her personality. During the coronavirus thing, she put out a tweet or something. I forget what she said. She was like, "Don't go out to the basketball court. You still ain't gonna make that layup," or something. She said. It was funny.
I'll tell you something right now. I wouldn't get on the wrong side of Lori Lightfoot though. Did you see when they started looting in downtown Chicago?
But you know, it's like her hairline goes further back.
Why you gotta talk about her hairline
when she gets mad?
Why you gotta talk about?
Because I'm telling you that it shifts. Have you not seen that shit?
No,
it shifts. When she's not mad, it's further up to the front. When she's hot, it's further to the back. She ain't from here, man. She alien. She's something else. She ain't from this planet, man. She ain't from this planet. She from another planet, man. But y'all go back and look at the videos. I'm talking to you, Facebook world, YouTube world. I'm telling you, go back and look at the videos, and you'll see when she's talking about something that she's passionate about and she cares, and it's not nothing talking about the violence in Chicago, right? Her hairline is closer to the front.
Oh man!
When she's in there looking mad, the hair spiked all over the place. The hairline's further to the back. And it's like, yo, she ain't from here, man. She ain't from here.
I tell you what, I was really shocked. I got family, in Chicago and stuff like that, and I grew up out, a couple hours away from it anyway. But I was shocked that she won that election. There was like 20 different people that was on that ticket. She she won that. I was surprised, but I'll never notice her hairline shifting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I never noticed
that. Y'all ain't looking close enough.
I'm definitely not looking close enough.
I'll be looking.
I'm listening to what she got to say.
How can you miss that shit? When the light is hitting her forehead, bro, it's like
the first time I ever heard anything.
Well, I guarantee you.
I
guarantee you, everybody who's watching and you two here. And Rob back at home, y'all gonna every time you see on TV, you're gonna look for that hairline.
I'm gonna look at it now that you done said something.
Yeah.
I'm just telling the truth, man. I'm just telling. Appreciate the wow of the week, man.
It's confession time with Trent B.
Yeah. Confession letter of the week. We got a funny one. You know. So here we go. What's up, fellas? So this will sound a bit strange, but I can't keep dealing with this nonsense. I've been seeing this fine ass red bone for about 2 months. Yes, COVID relationship. I mean, she is about 5'5", long brown hair, thickums and nice waist. Too much info, I know, but she is perfect. The one thing I can't get past is when she sleeps, she farts every time, and I nearly pass out. It's so bad I can hardly breathe. I only asked for advice because I saw the prank last week with Trent and Doc Ron. Oh yeah, that was wrong. Hilarious, but not so much when you dealing with it in real life like I do every night. Oh my. Woo! What y'all got to say about this?
This right here,
That's what you got right there.
bro. What the hell?
Oh,
What
my
the?
goodness.
What the hell? What am I talking? What is he talking about? It's natural.
I mean, maybe she's holding it. You know how some women, they don't want to, like, do that around their men or whoever. So they hold it in, and I guess at night she ended up letting it go.
Well, I mean,
she
why
stop holding it in?
Why she hold it in? Why she just go to the bathroom whenever she got to do? Hey, baby, hold on real quick. Let me go to the bathroom real quick.
I don't know. That's what she
light that joint up, spray, hit that Febreze, and then walk back out. You gotta do it. You ain't gotta hold it in.
But for him, I don't know. Maybe he need to give her some alone time so she can get that.
Yeah, I mean, she probably need that gas X or whatever. Yeah. Let her take something before. Also, what time y'all eating? Because that plays a role in it.
What are y'all eating? Are y'all going to Taco Bell?
Right, exactly.
Before y'all hit the sack?
Oh man, yeah.
Popeyes.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Y'all probably should do some intermittent fasting, man. Stop eating at 7. And
drink some ginger ale.
Drink water. Drink water.
Water.
Just
Ginger
some
ale
water.
is gonna settle her stomach. It's gonna settle.
Yeah, I mean, but the carbonation could also give her more gas.
Exactly. She's not a water. But if he thinks,
I can't no more.
If he think, you know what? But I mean, look.
Or get an air diffuser. Get an air diffuser.
Or sleep on the couch. I don't know what you got. I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know. You said she fine. You said she perfect.
You know what this remind me of? Boomerang. Remember Eddie Murphy?
Oh yeah.
Eddie Murphy couldn't deal with women with bad feet, and every time he was finished having sex with them, he'd always pull up the covers and look at their feet.
Well, some women take. I mean, women. Some men take the feet thing
You love
seriously.
that little thing.
Man,
they take that feet thing seriously. Some men.
Best of luck to him.
But I don't know about this situation.
Yeah, best of luck to you, brother. Anyway, all right, y'all.
Change your diet, bro.
We're gonna close this thing out. Stay tuned for our overtime segment. We're gonna come right back to you. We're not gonna take any intermission break. We're gonna come right back. Do a quick 30-minute overtime segment where we answer your questions and talk a little bit more. Trent, man. How can they reach you, man, if they want to get in contact with you, dog? Exactly.
No, Instagram. You can find me on
at the Trent B5.
Yeah, at the Trent B5. That's the new one.
Yeah.
I don't think I had that one.
Neither does the show because he won't let anybody.
Nobody
follow.
No, yes, he did.
Bro, we can't even tag you in nothing from the show.
Word?
No.
I'll look into that.
Crystal, how can they reach you?
Miss Chris 757. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can reach me there.
Can they holler at you in your DMs? I had people ask me if they can holler at you in the DMs. I'm like, look, you gotta talk to her.
Yeah, holler at me and I'll let you know.
Yeah,
that's a no. Y'all bet not. She gonna come at. She gonna get you.
You heard what she said earlier.
I just have requirements. That's all.
What's your requirements, Crystal? Putting you on the spot. My bad. Never mind. All right, look at here.
You gotta be upfront with me. You gotta be able to talk to me. That's one of my requirements.
That's right.
There
That's
you go.
right.
And you gotta be 25 and older. She says she's a baby cougar.
What in 25?
No, it's over 25.
I think it was 25. She said baby cougar.
I don't think I'd go that low. I don't think I would go that low.
You don't
no.
think?
I
You
wouldn't
just
go
said
that,
you don't.
I wouldn't go that low.
Okay.
25.
25 and older.
Hey, look, y'all can catch me on Instagram at DocRJ.5. You can catch me on Twitter at RJSpeaks100. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. All you have to do is put in at comfortable2uncomfortable.talk. Also, hit us up on Instagram at comfortable2uncomfortable.talk and our YouTube page, Comfortable Being Uncomfortable, the podcast, one word. Big shout out to my boy Corey, man. Corey Crockett, man. If you don't know anything about that, man, I talked about him once before. Corey Crockett Services. Man, y'all got to check it out, man. The best streaming services out there. Hit him up on Facebook, Corey Crockett, or the Crockett Streaming Services. Look, man, make sure you stay tuned for our next segment. Quick 30-minute joint. Big shout out to my sorority sisters of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated and my fraternity brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Blue Phi. Stay tuned. We coming right back to you.